What up, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless. Welcome back to another episode of our Music Files podcast. Today's date is February 20th, 2019. With me, as always, my co-host, Mr. Reese Walker. Say what up to everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Artist D. Walker here with another episode of the Music Files.
Yeah, so last week we didn't have a podcast, so we're going to make up for this week. Things got busy. But It is our Grammys kind of recap, so it kind of fit in nicely.
Grammys. I don't know if y'all watched the Grammys, but there was some cool stuff we're about to chop it up and talk about. So
yeah, we're definitely going to get more in depth about everything that happened in that show, and of course, see who won again.
Again, I won last year, so yeah. If you mean again, then yeah.
I mean, one for however many isn't a great percentage. That's all I'm saying.
He's gonna be mad after this watch.
So before we hop into it, we got a couple news items that we found for the week that we wanted to talk about. There's not a ton going on in music, but found some interesting stuff. So we'll just hop right into it. I found fun little news item here. First one, we're gonna start with somewhere in Sussex, which is in England. There is a GoFundMe campaign going on to erect a bench honoring Eazy-E. So the full story is this guy tried to get this little town, like Newhaven, to approve a memorable statue of Eazy-E to be erected somewhere in this country.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Eazy-E, the rapper from Cali?
Yeah, the rapper from NWA, Cali, exactly. And
rolling down the street, my 6'4". That Eazy-E?
That Eazy-E. So,
shit.
I mean, you would think, most city councils would be kind of dickheads about it, but they're pretty cool about it. They said that they declined the statue, but they would make provisions for an engraved bench if Mr. Stevens and his 36 fellow fans paid for it. So he started a GoFundMe campaign seeking about £2,000, and I think it is currently at like £700. So I'm not exactly sure when it's going to, but for those of you that would love to see Eazy-E continue his legacy in Newhaven, England, you should go to his GoFundMe and
that's
donate.
Crazy. Yo, West Coast. Get Eazy-E to England, fam. Pay $1 to get Eazy-E to London. Wherever, Sussex.
They should play his song "Nuts on Your Chin" as the as the honorary song while they're commemorating
the ribbon cutting ceremony. Nuts on your chin. Oh man, rest in peace, fam. That's crazy.
I mean, hey, music, man. Leave a lasting impact in places you would not expect at all.
That's so wild. That's weird. But cool.
It's dope though. Okay, so I don't know if you see this new trailer called The Dirt. They're taking their own stab at this music biopic game. It's about Motley Crue.
Oh, I've passed by it. I didn't get to it yet.
So
I didn't see the trailer.
It has Machine Gun Kelly starring in it, which is kind of odd.
I think he was talking about this back when he was beefing. He was saying he was working on a movie.
He is starring in it, and I believe he's playing Tommy Lee himself.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't really know about this one. It looks somewhat interesting. Motley Crue, they're a big enough band, but I don't really think there were too many people clamoring for a biopic from them. And I think it's just, I knew it was going to happen, especially after NWA made all that money with theirs. Yeah. I knew people out the woodworks were going to come, just every band that had any
there was the New Edition biopic.
was going to
That
try
I
to
haven't
come out
seen
with
yet.
their own biopic. You know, like
Yeah.
this
When's the
one
Kiss
just doesn't.
biopic coming out? Gene Simmons is
This
working on it right
probably
now.
one.
But
I mean, I would probably want to see a Gene Simmons Kiss one more than a Motley Crue one. Just being honest.
for real. Hell yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
their
don't know.
shit would be crazier. But
Yeah,
here,
I don't know. There's probably gonna be some clickbait sort of thing to pop up. Maybe that's why Tommy Lee was uh
think he was
jumping out
PRing?
of the window last year. You're talking about Travis with the roller coaster.
Nah, I think he's just an idiot. But I mean, have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody yet? Because I finally got around to watching it.
No, I didn't see it yet, man.
So it is a decent movie. It's a decent movie. I wouldn't consider it a Best Picture nominee, but it is
Mm-hmm.
a well enough movie. But it's not a great biopic. Like it's really just a celebration of Queen and like their music, and like
Yeah.
kind of touches on some of the crazier parts of their life and their band and
Mm-hmm.
Freddie Mercury, but not really. Like
Yeah.
touches on it for like a hot second, then moves on really quickly and like get back to the music and playing sort of like their greatest hits, which is fine in terms of just pure entertainment and like
Yeah.
enjoying Queen again. But it's not like in terms of biopics, it was not really a in-depth good one. And this is kind of what this looks like. It's more like celebrating like their crazy lifestyle
Yeah.
than necessarily like really trying to go into the nitty gritty of their shit like you did on like say Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Well, Ray is fucking.
So they're definitely NWA definitely started this trend with these bands being the creative direction behind the movies. So you know it's always gonna like really look favorably on a lot of their shit.
Right.
So you never really get like a good movie. You might get like an entertaining kind of mini short, like kind of quasi documentary, but it's never really like a real true biopic in the sense of like.
Yeah, it's not an objective biopic.
Yeah.
It's
And this
it's
is
a
exactly
biased
what it
one.
feels like. And this is what Bohemian Rhapsody was. And that's exactly what the Elton John one looks to be. Like just pure entertainment.
Yeah, the Quincy one was amazing. Well, that's not a biopic.
That's
That was
a
a documentary.
Yeah. Like for me, the top of the list is Ray. Like in terms of movie biopics.
Yeah, Ray. Ali is up there for Will Smith. That was a good one.
I mean, these are all ones done after they're dead and they don't have control of their own stories. So it's like people get to tell do research and actually tell the stories that people want to actually know about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Will got to meet Ali though before it was over. But yeah, I feel you. It wasn't the same, but it was a great movie. I'm trying to think of if there are any other amazing biopics that were like.
Musically, not many. There's a lot of shitty quasi movies made for TV type films.
Oh, what about the Temptations back in the
Five
day? Remember
Heartbeats.
the 5 Heartbeats?
It was good, but it's not. I mean, it was good, but the quality just wasn't very high. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't all the way up there, but it was so close.
It
It was so close.
It was like a great TV movie, basically.
Yeah, a really
Whereas these are
good
like-
TV movie. Yeah.
While these are like big blockbuster movies that they have everything up to par except the actual
Yeah,
story of their shit. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So, I mean, this
Yeah,
one's
it
going
was-
straight to Netflix. This was not even going to theaters, so I mean, it's fine, I guess.
Well, that
Netflix.
means something different now. Now that they're getting nominated for shit.
Yeah, but this is not gonna be one that's gonna be nominated, and I don't even think this is talking about like Bohemian Rhapsody. I can just tell already. So
Yeah, there's no buzz for it. Nobody cares. I'm not gonna say nobody cares, but like it's not.
somebody cares for sure.
People
there
care.
are Motley Crue fans out there, but just not. I just don't think people are gonna care as much as they cared about. Like,
I think
NWA
there's more
and
Fish
Queen.
fans than there are Motley Crue fans right now.
You said Fish.
Fan. When
I mean,
Fish
you
had
know-
their concert out
You know
here,
where I
should've
know
seen New
Tommy
York.
Lee from, and it's not his music.
Huh? still.
But yeah, I mean, check out the trailer if you haven't. It's man, like
Word.
quick cash grab, trying to resurrect their name a little bit.
Word. It's a good look for MGK though.
Is it though? We'll see.
I mean, it's his debut in terms of acting, so
I mean,
like,
music ain't really jumping for him, so I guess acting would be.
I mean, Beyonce's first movie was the hip opera Carmen.
Was that her first one?
Yeah. Before Fighting Temptations was the Carmen shit on MTV. That was a TV movie.
When did she do Goldmember?
That was after.
You sure?
Yeah, she was like 19 in that.
Right.
Yeah, check it. Trust me, you'll look at it and be like, "Oh,
I didn't watch
really
hip
young."
opera, so I couldn't really tell you.
That's what I'm saying. Mos Def was in that. Yeah, it was this whole thing. They're like, "Oh, the world's first hip opera television hip
Well,
opera."
the thing with Beyonce is her music was still popping at the same time too. So when I'm saying MGK, this is a good look for him considering his music is nowhere to be seen.
True that. Yeah, he's actually starting much later, so that is a weird comparison. Anyway, we'll see. I'll check it out, see if he's got some chops. Hopefully he's working on some other stuff as well. Hopefully he's on set working on some new hotness.
Yeah, we'll see. So, talk about some numbers. We have a bunch of records being broken. The Chainsmokers, who a lot of people love to shit on, including myself, because
I shit on them too, man. I was laughing at work I was laughing with somebody just about it. It's like a weird joke that we have. Like the type of music they make, we like kind of joke about it, but it's good. You know, it's like good music, but you can joke about it.
I mean, let's be honest. They have a great single that won, but the rest of the shit has been pretty trash, honestly.
It's all just no. Well, yeah, it's just not. I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't feel like high replay value music at all, except for like the leads.
It's garbage, but they're still breaking records. At least on Spotify, they are the only the third group in the history of the short history of Spotify to have 3 singles with more than 1 billion plays. Them, Ed Sheeran, and Justin Bieber.
Oh wow! And that's only because Drake has the Apple deal.
Well, maybe.
Well, it's facts.
Shit on them all you want. They have
that's crazy.
They have 3 songs over 1 billion.
That's crazy.
Ariana Grande is smashing a ton of records. Like
Ariana Grande is killing shit right now. She's fucking up the game. She out here right now. Like it's hard to hate. It's really hard to hate because she does cool shit.
I mean, her album "Thank You Next" just debuted at #1, which we're going to talk about later. But it debuted at #1. It pushed around 360,000 first week.
Oh, that's great. She's #1 pop star.
I don't see that would be more.
I thought it was going to be around 4, but we'll see if she maintains like a 150 to maybe down to 100 and keeps like maybe around 80,000 for like a steady 2 months. She'll probably be great.
But even more importantly, she has the top 3 spots on Billboard.
Oh yeah, that's right. And what's crazier about that is the Grammys, that we're about to talk about, is her beef. She had beef with the Grammys, so that's why she didn't perform. She didn't perform at the Grammys because
we're gonna talk about the Grammys. But she has 3 singles, the top 3 spots on Billboard. I'm pretty sure nobody's
one of
done
those
it
singles.
except maybe the Beatles.
Yeah, that's crazy. 3, in the top 3, like boop boop doop.
Obviously, times have changed because of streaming, but still.
Yeah, for anyone to do it on their own effort is like almost impossible. Like your own personal song. Like there maybe have been a few where it was like he had one and then he was on a song with 2 other people, maybe like a feature. But
Now, I'm not surprised, um,
Yeah.
but I'm not. Do I think that she has three singles that are really one, two, three to me? No, but I'm not surprised that they're one, two, three.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
She
Because
she did an impeccable rollout.
yeah, she's definitely has taken full advantage of everything and the momentum, and she could not have asked for a better rollout musically, and she's kind of pretty much in the conscience of everybody right now. So I'm not too surprised.
Yeah.
So good for her. She's killing it.
Yeah, good for
She's
her
a
for
legit
real.
superstar now. I can say that.
Yeah, she stepped over the ladder. I used to look at her like I looked at Demi Lovato.
Mm. So I don't know if you saw, but Ryan Adams is going through a ton of backlash and controversy right now. So the Me Too
Mm,
movement, which we've talked about on ad nauseum here, we have mentioned multiple times how we are kind of surprised that hasn't necessarily gone over to other industries as hard as it has hit, film.
mm-hmm.
Because it happens pretty much everywhere. But his Ryan Adams, singer songwriter, for those unknown, I forget the band he was in, but he makes a lot of music and he works with a lot of people and
Mm.
produces music on top of that. And he was married to Mandy Moore for about 6 years. And I
Oh
guess
yeah, that guy.
recently she just came out and some podcast and basically described the horrible abusive relationship that she was in with him. And
Mm.
then that kind of led to a waterfall effect where a ton of people kind of came out with their own stories about him as well. A ton of women and even girls. There was a 15-year-old saying that he used to text her, send her messages like every day when she was underage and all this stuff. And so yeah, it's kind of getting that Me Too type of vibe right now. Starting with him, I'm not sure if that's gonna lead to other people, but
Mm.
many more coming out has led to him actually getting, a ton of more stuff coming out.
Mm. Interesting. I don't know. It's good that the stories that she, let it be known so nobody got it twisted. And there definitely be more. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of information that'll come out about certain producers, maybe, 'cause how things go with the studio. There's always jokes about the studio, and like there's all jokes about,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm surprised it hasn't been more of that, and I'm not, obviously, we don't know the full details, but of this whole situation, but as it's just kind of coming out and evolving. But this could be a sign of possibly more down the line stepping on music, but we'll see. Because this isn't necessarily music particularly related, but he is a big figure in music, so especially
Mm-hmm.
production wise and working with newer artists. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get into Grammys talk, which is obviously going to be our number one focus um, for this podcast, I want to talk about some of the music that has come out recently that we have not really had a chance to talk about, starting with Ariana Grande and her project Thank You Next.
Thank you. Next. Dope project. I was honestly an excellent project. It's a really great project. And it's weird that it came so close to her last project. God is wait, no, Sweetener.
Sweetener.
So Sweetener, Thank You Next. It's crazy. There's
Less than 6 months.
less than 6 months. There's a definite difference in sound, but not like it's not crazy. It's just that I'm surprised these are the songs that are her most successful, but it makes sense that they are.
Yeah, it's way more mainstream than the song she released on Sweetener. Um,
These songs cross over more.
yeah,
The
they definitely have a
she's
more wide appeal.
she's doing things that she wasn't fully embracing, but you knew she liked. Like you could tell the way she talked in interviews and how she, just her style, that she loved like certain elements that she like would just like sprinkle, but then like she would do a full run in this album
She's
with like
definitely sprinkling in more urban hip hop elements into this one
yeah.
with
Like
the
I heard
lines
Beyonce's
like
whole flow. It felt like a whole Beyonce flow on it. Like
what's the one on Seven Rings when she talks about basically her breakup turned her into a savage, shit like that. Like saying shit
yeah,
like that. Like
that was
she was not
crazy.
saying shit like that before on Sweetener. Like Sweetener was far more artistic and felt more like contemplative, like I said, just more artistic in the way that she kind of produced the music and put it together and really showed off her artistry. And this one is definitely more pop
Yeah.
and modern contemporary pop, like just kind of focusing on that more so than the actual art of it. And what I felt was like what I actually thought would might be could more of like a introspective type of project, considering everything that she kind of went through and the subject
Mm-hmm.
matter that this project is clearly talking about. It really wasn't like it was. She like she talks about stuff, but she doesn't really talk about it at the same time. Like you know exactly what situations she is talking about, what people are
Yeah.
involved and all that, but she never really directly addresses it. It's always like alluded to, and it's
And that's
always
what really kind of made me feel weird about some of it. Like there's songs that I really like, and then but like when I'm thinking about it, and I know what she's talking about, but she's not saying it, or it's like she's changing a line to make it sound like it's like other things, or like it's I don't know, it's weird. Like ghosting, like we all know what ghosting's about.
yeah.
That's so
Pete, even though he's doing all right for himself, goddamn, Kate Beckinsale.
yeah. But like half
Bounce
of this
back in was
album,
strong.
I'll be honest with you, this is partially a diss album to Pete.
Yeah, that's the one
If I
part I
looked at the
didn't really
lyrics, if
understand.
I looked at the lyrics and thought about Pete, a lot of this would really hurt me if I was Pete. Like Bloodline, that sounds crazy. To Pete, that's crazy. Like you not good enough. Like
It's like I said, I thought it would be much more introspective and like thoughtful, but this is purely raw emotion and vindictive, and like both both approaches are fine. Like nobody can tell
mhm.
somebody how to like handle their grief and whatnot, but she definitely channeled her grief into a more angry, aggressive type of route than
Yeah.
kind of taking time off and really thinking about it and kind of coming out on the side. So she definitely channeled all that into this just more raw energy and aggressiveness and in your face type of style, and far more vindictive than I thought it would be. And
Mhm.
that part I was kind of weird about, but like again, like I mean, I can't really say how you should react to the situations and how you should whatever. Like, but definitely wasn't expected on my part. Not as like an entire album of it. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. And single and record wise, they're her biggest singles and records ever, and they clearly
Yeah.
have that appeal. Like when I heard those songs, I told you right away, like, oh, these are gonna be smash hits. I can just tell
Oh
already.
yeah. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, that goes. Yeah, that's yeah.
But I don't think they have the same value as songs like God's Woman or her other songs she had like on Sweetener.
Yeah. Close, but I
Not
don't know. Yeah, not yeah.
God's Woman is special. That was a special song.
Yeah. Imagine's almost there, but that's the closest song maybe on the whole album. It's the first song, but that's probably the closest to Sweetener.
But
Like to
like I said, for a project like this to come out less than 6 months after just dropping your most important and pivotal project in your career yet, and to come back with
mm,
this, it's like basically impossible to do, but somehow she did it and pulled it off. So I
Yeah,
can't really be too harsh on that considering how quickly
she's
she like
bossing
pumped
up.
this out. So I mean, like I said, she
Seven
was.
rings, homie. 7 rings.
I just feel like it could be headed into the wrong direction, but we'll see because
We shall see.
it is for me. It was like a stark kind of difference from what she was doing on Sweetener, which I really
Yeah.
like Sweetener a lot. And this one is cool, but just too. And like you said, knowing what she's saying and not really saying it, it's kind of like, you should just probably say it, you know. But
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, she mentioned, the only time she mentioned names was, like, still, like, she circled around it the rest of the song. Like, she said their names and then, like, circled around everything. And then, like, didn't mention names ever again, but, like, we knew, but then kind of went a little bit more into something. And, yeah. So that's where, like, I was partially confused knowing all these things publicly that she publicly addresses and like tells us, like she's
I mean,
obviously
like I
grieving
said,
and she's obviously transitioning from a serious relationship. So like these are big things in her life, and
she
I would
doesn't
have
really
thought she
fully
would have
address
kind
them,
of
which I didn't
just
really like.
yeah. So that was all. That was the most annoying part, but it was good music. And if
Yeah,
having
good
not
music.
if I didn't know, my opinion might be different, but um I don't know. It's hard to listen.
Yeah, if this was released in a vacuum, for sure, I would think differently about it. But considering everything that she went through and kind of building up to it, it's hard not to have that associated with it, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so have you told me about Avril Lavigne's newest album?
Avril
She has come
Lavigne,
back, by the
fam,
way.
she came
Skater
back,
Boy Avril Lavigne, yes, the same one.
right? Y'all remember her way back, way back. It feels like way back, but maybe not way back, but it felt like that.
Early 2000s
Early 2000s for like
when the
15
punk,
years ago.
like the punk pop sound was big, and she was like had big ass black mascara all around her eyes and like
Yeah,
blonde, black hair, like yeah.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, so her album Head Above Water. What'd you think?
I have not heard the whole thing, but what I have heard, I was surprised by. I
Yeah,
mean, all I know is her early stuff. Obviously, I only know like her Skater Boy days and like shit like that.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
so to see her and to hear her like do this kind of soulful, old school sounding music was
Hmm.
a bit shocking.
Yeah, I was shocked at first. Like, oh,
Um, but she can sing, like she can really sing,
right?
and I mean, just in general, I was just shocked. Like I was surprised that she went this route, and I was surprised that it sounded as good as it did. And from what I heard, obviously I haven't heard the whole thing, but I did like
Hmm.
the songs that she did have on there, and I really liked the one song that is most similar to kind of like the style that most people probably know her for was the Dumb Blonde or yeah, Dumb
Yeah,
Blonde.
the one with Nikki.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was like the most kind of punk pop type of sound she had on there, and most similar to like her early kind of 2000 days. But it was a good ass single, and
it was. It shocked me too. I was surprised because I wanted to hate on it. Honestly, listening to the whole album, that was the song that stood out to me. That I didn't like it because it stood out, and then I listened to the album again and was like, oh, I kind of like that song now.
I like
So
that song, bro.
yeah,
That's like classic kind of her to me,
the
but kind of
energy,
modernized a little bit. Like I love that energy.
yeah, for sure. Um,
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I was from what I heard, which probably about half the album, really um surprised, pleasantly surprised.
yeah, definitely. I think she should be proud of this project for sure. And I'm surprised. I'm just as surprised as Dario at not only that Avril Lavigne dropped an album, but that it's surprisingly good. I don't know if it's.
Um,
I'm not gonna say it's like amazing, but it's
no,
definitely
it has its flaws.
yeah. It's definitely it sounds. It sounds like upcoming almost almost like with the mixing like almost like a I don't know, but it's good. It's a good project.
I don't think this is going to like suddenly propel her back into the spotlight like she was at one point, but I think this will kind of have people kind of
Yeah.
open to listening to her again a
Well,
little
she
more.
could tour. She could probably tour now. She probably just, because it's hard to tour on your old catalog. So, like when if you're Avril Lavigne and you want to get back in the scene, so she made a project. Now she can get the bags.
Yeah, this is a decent re-entry. I mean, she hasn't been gone obviously forever, but from from for mainstream purposes, she's been gone forever. So
Yeah,
dope, cool,
yeah.
better than expected. Um,
Mm.
I mean, last project I really want to talk about. I don't know if you've heard it, was the Currency in Wiz Khalifa 2009.
Oh no, I didn't get to that one.
So 2009, Currency and Wiz, they have been promising this album for quite a long time, and
Yes, they have.
finally came out, and it disappointed the fuck out of me.
Ah, I knew it. I didn't hear anything in the streets about it. Nobody was
Um,
hyped.
at first I
Nobody's
thought it
hyped.
was like honestly, I honestly thought it was like a fan made mixtape at first when I saw like the album and the cover and everything,
Yeah.
and then I like Googled. I wanted to Google check. And it's like, no, this is the official album. I'm like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
finally. Because for those that don't know, I was a huge and still am a huge Wiz fan from his early days. Star Power, Flight School,
That's
Kush and OJ,
cool.
of course. Like those days, that Wiz, I was a huge fan of. And when Wiz and Currency did their first kind of tape together, How Fly was special. And I think that one
Yeah, that
really
was tight.
took the best of what they were both doing at the time and made like its own unique sound that was fucking phenomenal. They just had a natural chemistry and charisma together.
Yeah.
So we've all been wanting more and more projects for them, but we haven't really gotten a whole lot from them. And Wiz has kind of gone into this wholly completely different route with this trap Wiz type of shit. And this one,
Hmm.
while it does kind of go back to that older sound a bit, where it's with Wiz particularly, where it's kind of more funky and like kind of 70s sounding and like kind of old, a little older school type of sound,
Mm-hmm.
a little more laid back, but it basically feels like a Currency tape with Wiz featuring Wiz.
That's what I was worried about. Because I was like, Currency could put out a Wiz tape anytime he wants. I'm sure he has 100 songs with Wiz Khalifa.
But the thing is, I never really liked the pairing because it sounded like Currency on with Wiz rap. No, it was like because they took the best of what they were both doing, where it was kind of that
Mm-hmm.
funkier sound, but still had that nice bounce and like kind of knock to it.
Yeah.
Where this is just basically a straight up Currency project to me.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Currency, his shit can get quite boring at times.
Oh, yeah.
And
Currency
that's
has like
kind of
100 albums,
yeah.
man. Like,
I'm kind of fatigued on the sound right now. Like he didn't switch it up at all.
he dropped like 5 tapes last year. I don't know,
So
like,
like
what's happening.
hearing, there are some songs there. Don't get me wrong. Like the Life is dope as fuck. East Side, some of that. But in general, it just lethargic and just kind of felt a bit lazy compared to what we got. Especially when you compare it to How Fly. It just doesn't hit those marks. How Fly was fucking good. That shit was.
Well,
So
they should
good.
have known. They should have known we would compare them. It's like obvious, Like, duh, we're gonna look at the old one. But
So 2009 is a great name, I guess, because it does definitely feel old. Like, but 2009 fucking Currency, not 2009 Wiz and Currency. Disappointing.
that's too bad.
Disappointing. I'm kind of done with Wiz. Well, current Wiz.
I've been done with current Wiz. He stopped
But
making the music I want, so
his old shit still slaps to this day. And I still
Cushion
play it
OJ
quite
is a play all the way through album still. Well,
often. Star
mixtapes.
Power is super slept on. And so
Oh yeah. Flight School is in the top. It's Cushion OJ and Flight School are my 2 favorite. And then I'd put Cabin Fever under that. And then would go with the other ones.
Star Power.
Star Power.
That's what
But I,
peak my whole body. I don't give it that shit.
yeah, man.
Sad. Sad when you see, people you're huge fans
Man,
of just kind of lose their way.
it's weird, yeah. That's crazy. I feel like I haven't liked him since
It's been all
Cabin Fever.
self-inflicted. That's what I don't get. Like,
Rolling Papers has always disappointed me. There's only like
Papers,
3 songs that I
garbage.
could maybe
I will
try
say
to listen to.
Khalifa and Horn IFC had some songs.
Khalifa was the one that was good. That was
Horn
the
IFC had some songs in there too.
one.
But his mixtapes, by far, his best.
Mixtapes were so fucking amazing. Flight School is crazy, man. Just like his concepts were crazy.
Sad. But that is it for albums that we haven't really talked about that we wanted to talk about. As you can see, it's been a pretty slow start to 2019. There's been a lot of stuff of note, honestly, that I never really wanted to talk about or discuss or really even want to listen to. But
the 10-year anniversary of Drake. So far gone.
Don't want to talk about that again. Maybe on a different one. Not today. But for those of you that have heard any of those 3 projects that we just talked about, let us know what you guys thought about them in the comments down below. So let's just jump right into the Grammys. Give me your initial impressions, thoughts. What you like, what you didn't like.
On the Grammys, well, when I found out Alicia Keys was hosting, the first thing I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's like, so they got a musician, they got Alicia Keys. It's like, what's that gonna be like? Basically, I was just like interested. And off rip, she comes out with
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama. Who was it? Jada. And
Michelle Obama, Jada, Jennifer Lopez,
Lady Gaga.
Was Lady Gaga there?
Yeah, she was.
Lady Gaga and Jennifer Lopez. Yep.
Yeah. And they each got to say something too, which is crazy. And Michelle Obama ended it, and that was crazy. So I was like,
got the biggest applause all fucking night.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I thought overall that she did well. So shout out to
she
Alicia
killed
Keys.
it. Oh, she
made the Grammys like a thing. Like that was like
the best part of the Grammys, and that fucking medley she did on.
And then her performance
at one time.
Yeah,
you see that shit?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait. I was like, when did what? Like she bodied that whole she almost made hosting not even fair. It was almost like she was too talented to be hosting the show. She was like,
I don't know, can I just get an hour of this shit? Because she's covering other people's shit and bodying it. I was like, yo.
For real. There were parts in other performances where I just didn't need certain parts, but
yeah, we're gonna get some performances in a second. But I mean, general show opinion.
But yeah, overall, it was cool. There were some funny moments, and I don't think there was actually some surprises, I guess, for me in terms of whatever I did remember seeing in terms of highlights for who won. But yeah, overall, it was like a pretty no drama this year kind of Grammys.
Shit was boring. Yeah.
Nothing really happened.
Boring. Overall, that shit was boring. Outside of a few moments in Alicia Keys, that shit was fucking boring.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I feel like Ariana not performing was
there's a couple people that didn't perform that weren't there.
The Weeknd. Like there were a lot of people that said no.
Misses for them because this shit was boring.
It's crazy. That's why they needed Alicia.
It honestly went about as I was expecting. I mean, I wasn't expecting much from this year's Grammys. I didn't think it was going to be a very special year in terms of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right. So Alicia Keys by far carried everything, and she was probably the definite highlight of the show for me. Yeah, I mean, I think this makes a case for having more musicians hosting the show because they have a clear passion for music and know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think she would do. I mean, I know she. Who else said last year? Was it James Corden or some shit like that?
Yes. It
Yeah,
was weird.
that
It
shit was
was
weak. Stop getting
yeah.
people like that to host and get actual
James
musicians
Corden's not that
to
good.
host. Yeah, actual musicians to host, and you get shit like this. And I think she did
For
a
real.
goddamn
Jamie
fantastic job.
Foxx, get somebody like, just get somebody talented with charisma. that.
Yeah,
But she also dropped
she
a
killed it.
single that same night,
She
same
killed it.
days.
She's a beast.
That's how you body.
But in general, the show was just boring. Nothing of note. Nothing really exciting. I didn't really see people talking about it much after
Yeah.
the night and 2 days following, except for Alicia Keys' medley performance, which was
Mhm.
exceptional. So other than that, like talking
Oh, I
about the
heard about
performances,
Cardi.
which I'm gonna talk about right now, they sucked. Post Malone sucked. Uh, Everything like he did a fucking he gave Red Hot Chili Peppers 4 minutes to basically perform their song from
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and that was the best part of his performance. So I'm
That's
thinking
because
like,
he
what?
was the back vocal. He was the behind vocal.
Like, okay, I get it, bro. Like, you can play guitar. I'm pretty sure we're a year away from him just saying I'm a rock star full on and like dropping a full on rock album. Because
Yeah.
that shit sucked, bro. So low energy, just fucking, but it sucked.
Yeah, it was
Um,
weird. I noticed right in because when he was playing the guitar just in the first song, I was like, the notes that you would think he's ready to like hit in like the spot, he just didn't do that one, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a different one of those kind of performances. But I think I saw a clip where like he was backstage and he had like a 40 in his hand. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna just go pound this and get ready for the show. So he like just pounded a 40 before he came on stage.
that's all right. Well, let me keep going. So that shit sucked. Lady Gaga sucked. She did "Shallow."
Lady Gaga was just
Okay,
high. She was
"Shallow"
just
is a great song. Like, let me tell you right now, I finally watched "A Star Is Born" and I actually like the movie.
oh yeah,
And watch the movie makes you appreciate the song even more. And that song is
yeah.
fucking good. And that is by far her biggest hit. And I don't even know how long, but that song's fucking good.
Mm,
But it is a down to earth, damn near country type of song.
yeah.
And she straight up Gaga the shit out of it somehow.
Right. Yeah, she did.
Like somehow she's just like gyrating
She made it feel so
strangely all
weird.
around the stage while singing this like supposed to be like heartfelt kind of song, pop song. And it's
Yeah,
just
she
like,
was
what
like,
the fuck is
I was like,
going on?
whoa,
Like,
what are you doing? I was like,
it
that's
really
not how it
distracted
goes.
me from the song, and I was just like, all right, bro.
Right.
I really like Gaga, and I think she's fucking talented as shit. But
I
that
think
shit was annoying.
that's yeah, that wasn't a
Real
good
annoying.
because I've seen her do shit. Like I've seen her do, shit like Alicia Keys did with the piano shit when she was on something.
This was the time to do it.
So yeah, I don't know what that was when she did that. That was a little weird, but I don't know.
And
Whatever.
then most other performances were kind of meh. But I will say there were some good performances. Janelle Monáe is
Jamel
she's a
Monet.
beast.
Yeah.
She definitely has everything that she needs to be a superstar. Like her stage
Janelle
presence
Monet
is next level.
is next
And
level. Yeah, she's so put together. She knows what she wants. Like her ideas are so concrete. She
she's
comes
cold.
and
She's
delivers
cold.
a
She's cold as
package.
hell. So she did a great
Her,
little opening number for a song. Cardi B,
Cardi,
as however you may feel about her, and I'm not the biggest fan of her musically, but charisma and like personality,
finesse,
she got that shit on fucking lock. And she
finesse
like commanded
to all
that
the
stage.
perform. Wait, Katy
entire
Perry.
performance.
Yo, Katy Perry was on stage with Dolly Parton, fam. She
Yeah,
should have been watching Cardi B learning how to move on stage because she looks so crazy on stage, fam. I don't know what she was up there for. Why did they put her up there? Why'd
I
they
don't
do
know.
that to Katy Perry? Why'd they do that to her? Why'd they put her up there, dog?
I don't
She
know.
had no business up there. She was the only one that was like, and then she was doing too much, fam. That was crazy.
Yeah, she's definitely doing too much.
That was crazy.
People were definitely like, look at her out here trying to show up Dolly Parton. Hey,
For
bro, that's Dolly
real.
Parton. Sit your ass to the side, sing what you're supposed to
And
sing, and then fade to the background.
yeah, it was crazy. And she was singing with Casey Musgraves, and Casey, she was just staying in her pocket, like doing her thing,
This is not
and
your
like kept
time.
looking
This is
at Katy
Dolly
Perry
Parton.
like, damn girl, you going hard, like.
She's trying to get her name buzzing again. That's like, my
Yeah, for
chance.
real, for
Um,
real.
but yeah, so that one, Cardi B. I think the
Cardi
song
B
she
stuff.
should not have played the whole song. She should have done a medley.
Facts 100.
The song definitely drug on far too long. If she did a medley, people would have definitely
Man,
paid more into it.
it was kind of lazy.
Yeah, it was.
It was a very lazy
But she
production.
gets away with it because she
She
has
has.
this fucking irresistible personality. I just don't fucking get it. I don't. But
I was glued. I was like, damn, this is like something about this performance isn't good, but like she's good. So, and it's
yeah,
her performance.
people
So,
just love her and like her. So like, you give her a pass.
yeah, I was like, all right.
But her,
her, her, her. That's an artist. That's a
she
singer.
delivered.
That's
She
a
fucking
singer.
delivered. That's an artist right there.
Acapella that shit, girl. Like she kills it.
I felt that shit. Like she delivered on that one.
She showed up. She's one of the performers that showed up.
Camila Cabello had the most.
Stage production.
Yeah, the most stage production is the word I was kind of looking for. She definitely had the most. She was doing the most out of everybody that ever had a little thing. Like
I thought that was a commercial, fam. I was like, or a music video. Like, what are they?
straight up
Like,
made
I
a
don't know what they were.
Havana neighborhood.
It was crazy.
It was cool. I mean, I guess again it went on way too long for just one song, but she did bring
That
out like
song.
Ricky Martin and J Balvin. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice little nods to them and shit. But again, one song for 6 minutes is too long.
I thought J Lo's tribute was a little long.
Too long. This is my theme for this entire year. In this entire Grammy, which is too long.
Yeah.
But the other one that I did actually like, which actually only got 3 minutes, was Saint Vincent and Dua Lipa together. And that shit
Oh
was
yeah,
fire.
they matched really well. Like
What?
that was a good pairing.
That shit was fire, bro.
That was tight. I was shocked. I was like, wow.
I was like, I'm feeling
wow.
some type of way watching this shit right now. Like, hold on, like, oh.
I was like, no, that felt like it felt like the perfect combination of.
But there's some
like,
real heat going on. Like
yeah, it was nice.
that was
That was
good.
well done. That's
But
how I
other than
wish
that, most of the other
Post Malone's
performances were pretty
performance.
trash.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Oh well, I gotta talk about. I mean, Travis Scott. So damn,
Fine.
he finally had his moment. Like, this is your moment. This is your chance. Make a real impact. What does he do? He gets a cage and stands inside of it and has people jumping around it. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
your stage presence, we've seen it, is way better than this. And this is all you've come up with?
I'm gonna not move.
And I'm just going to play one song? Like,
Yeah.
well, he
Word.
did kind of Stop Trying to Be God, or Don't Try to Be God.
Stop trying to be good. Yeah.
Stop Trying to Be God, whatever, with James Blake. And honestly, that was the best part with James Blake. But
Of course.
the no bystander shit was, bruh, this is what you came up with. This is your chance. This is your chance, finally. Grammy stage.
Yeah. I feel like there
Show
was
us
a lot of late preparation going on, and this was the shiniest they could make everybody's performance.
Man, have you seen his tours? Man's got roller coasters and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Man
That's
was
what
flying.
I'm saying.
Bro, I saw him with Kendrick Lamar. He was flying on a fucking mechanical bird over the crowd.
Bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, the wings moved. Yeah, like the whole.
And my guy just got a cage. Oh, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this, bro?
Yeah.
Huge missed opportunity. I mean, you see what Camilla did. She put out she built a neighborhood on the stage, bro. And like, this is all you did. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, but she got that whole like industry label 360 deal money.
Nah, he's pretty industry at this point, I think. Especially after doing the Super Bowl, doing all that shit, bro. Like, come on,
Yeah.
like this is your chance. This is all you
Yeah,
got.
facts. Yeah, really weak. Really weak. Really weak.
Which brings me to my point. Missing Drake, missing Kendrick Lamar, and missing Ariana Grande were huge losses for them in
Fam.
terms of performances. Just having Ariana Grande not even there was a big one.
For real.
Considering she was involved in so many categories and stuff like that. And same with Kendrick. Kendrick was involved in a lot of shit. And then
Yeah.
and it kind of just showed me that Kendrick's performances are on a whole nother fucking level compared to what the fuck we get from other people.
A whole nother level, bro. Like, when I saw Kendrick, I didn't even, like, I didn't know I was seeing Kendrick, because it was after Dave Chappelle. Like, it was a special unannounced guest. And like, it was crazy, man. He had so much stage, like, production for like a 30-minute like set that was just crazy. Like he had like a dance team coming in, and then they like built some shit that he was like attached to, and he would like spun around. I was like, what the this is tight. Like with like a straight jacket on. I was like, okay, Kendrick's a performer out here.
Right. And I'm just talking about his Grammy performances.
Yeah.
Them shits
I'm just
lit.
That's crazy. Yeah. Those are that on steroids. So like he gave me a little baby version of like those kinds of shits. So like, how are you supposed to compete with people that like do shit like that? Like, and then you come out in a cage.
Yeah, the performances were missing, especially missing those three was big for them. And
yeah, like Cardi's was more impressive. At least she had like a spread out, like, you know.
Yeah, she had stuff going on, you know, people you could look at, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't move much, but it was fine for her. But it's Travis Scott, somebody who's supposed to have like this massive year and finally have this kind of recognition that he for sure thinks he deserved for this song, you know, to do that is kind of,
yeah, he should be trying to work his shit really hard, because it's like only been half a year, right, since the shit came out, like less than that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was a missed opportunity, a big one.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what Kendrick did when he finally got his shot.
He should have brought Drake out.
Performances what you talked about for like the next 2-3 weeks. That type of shit. Yo, you see that performance? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then I literally have not heard anybody talk about Travis Scott shit.
I mean, why did
from the Super Bowl, from the Super Bowl or from the Grammys?
Yeah, nobody.
How are you on the two biggest stages and you do that, both of them shits? Like, come on, bro.
Travis Scott. When you said it, I almost forgot that he performed, because I was like, oh, I did watch that, but like nobody's talking about it. Nobody mentioned it. It's not in the highlight.
Like, it's just
anything.
Sad,
no,
bro.
It's no highlight about it.
The Super Bowl was sad. This shit was sad.
It's like, as if it never happened. It's as if he didn't even perform.
It doesn't make sense though. It doesn't make sense though, because his tour is so fucking crazy.
It's weird. I don't know, man.
But anyways, I mean, the last thing I really want to talk about before we talk about who won, who lost, was Drake getting cut off. How do you feel about that one?
Oh, I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was funny, but I thought it was weird. I was like, oh, I see what they did.
You think it was a time constraint, or do you think, because he started kind of going on it?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Other people seemed like they went a little long. Cardi B's could have played the music on Cardi. They didn't play the music on her.
But I just thought it was funny because it was like right when he was starting to go in on it, like telling basically other rappers, a lot of the current rappers, man, y'all don't need this shit.
He shitted on right when he shitted on it, and it's like right when he's like, but they were like, and get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Fuck off the stage.
Yeah, he's like, you don't need this right here, you good. But get him off the stage.
But I only made it worse. It kind of reiterated his point, and this whole year kind of proved to me that once again the Grammys once again don't know what the fuck they're doing, or don't know how to appeal to this fucking current crowd of listeners. Like they are out of touch as fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty relevant by some of the winners I saw too. I was like, oh, they're still like that. I was trying to be like. I was like, they still like that. So we'll see if I even got some right because some of the vote, like some of it
Yeah,
was weird. Some
let's
of it
just
was like, how did that win? That's weird.
let's just talk about it because this shit is fucking baffling. Some of these to me.
Some of it is like, fam, it's crazy. It's crazy, but the
I,
Grammys is kind of losing credibility for me
Grammys
now.
don't know what the fuck they are doing. Period.
Do they actually listen to these albums?
Do they even
like,
like
do they?
listen? Do they even know what people talk about in music over the year? Do they even like see what's popular, see what's popping in the streets out here? No. All right.
No. Shit is
So we're just gonna
ridiculous.
start record of the year.
Regular year.
Somehow, Childish Gambino won record of the year for This Is America.
Record of the year.
How? I have no fucking idea. Don't get me wrong.
That shit is
It
amazing.
was a
That's
big moment.
crazy.
It was a big moment, but because of the music video, not because of the song.
For real. It did get commercial placement. All of them got commercial placement. I like it. Got heavy commercial.
I
I
picked
just,
Cardi, you picked Drake,
yeah,
and
both
somehow
solid choices.
fucking Childish Gambino came out of nowhere and won record. I thought there was no way in hell
That didn't even make
that.
sense. I was like, oh, not for record of the year. Like, of record? I was like, it's the music video. So, all right, Grammys. Give that one to
LL for both of
Childish.
us. So, album of the year, Casey Musgraves, Golden Hour.
Fam, when I tell you I was shocked that was an album overall category, I was kind of shocked. How did you feel?
I mean, obviously shocked because that was probably my last pick when I was there. But it's hard for me to really say anything about it because obviously I haven't heard the album and it's not really my lane.
Yeah.
But not country music very rarely wins album of the year. Probably like
Right.
5 times, maybe ever in the history of it. And
Mhm.
I just thought for sure they were gonna finally give it to Janelle Monáe, but they did not once again.
Yeah, because that would have made her performance crazy. Like, it would have been perfect. But that was. So, yeah, Casey Musgraves won. And
Y'all tell if this is a good album or not. I mean, I haven't heard it, so I can't really say.
people have told me it's good. I've only heard snippet. I've only heard like 3 songs. And to me, it sounds like a better, a more refined version of the Avril album. So it doesn't sound like crazy out there, like this is amazing. It just sounds like the Avril project, but refined with like a slightly more country influence. So it's like,
I will say, what was I gonna say?
Casey Musgraves Golden Hour.
Oh, of note, the Country Music Awards just happened as well, and she didn't
Oh,
even win
word.
Best Country Album.
Ah! Fam, what? How do you. Did she win
I don't
anything?
know. I mean, I
That's
think she did. But
great.
I just know she didn't win the Best Country Album at the Country
What the
Music Awards, but she won the
fuck?
Grammy for Best Album overall.
That's
So I'm not saying that's a
crazy.
sign that it didn't deserve it, but I'm saying that it's just a weird fucking thing to win the Grammys for Best Album and then not even win your own like award in your just for your genre, you know.
Hmm.
Not sure if that's saying more about the Country Music Awards or more about the Grammys, but for those of you that heard the album, you let me know. I mean, what did I say? Yeah, we both said Janelle, so
Yeah.
it's who I was really hoping would win it, but it's again, I almost never get who I want to win the album of the year, though. So
Right. Oh wait, no, it says she won Country Album of the Year.
For the Country Music Awards.
Yeah, Country
Nice.
Music Association Award for Album of the Year, 2018 Golden Hour. Casey Musgraves winner.
I'm pretty sure I read that she didn't though. What the fuck did I read?
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read something. It was something with the Country Music Awards. I don't know.
Well, shit. Casey Musgraves cleaning up. Whatever. It's her
Um,
year. She gonna have a big year.
yeah. So, Song of the Year again. Fucking Childish Gambino for "This Is America."
Yeah.
How does that win record and Song of the Year? I have no fucking idea. I picked Gaga.
Yeah. And
You
I
picked,
picked Kendrick. Well, all the stars.
yeah, All the Stars. Childish Gambino, and he wasn't even
Childish
there.
Gambino. Yeah, which
Another
is crazy. He cleaned up, fam.
another thing, terrible thing for the Grammy.
You give all the
That
awards to somebody not there.
not just any awards, record and Song of the Year, and then
Like those are the awards you give to people who are performing and supporting your fucking shit.
they probably tried to get him to perform, and he was probably like, "Fuck no."
Right.
I'm pretty sure these are his first Grammys too.
That's crazy.
That's even crazier.
Yeah, him and Ludwig.
Huh.
It's crazy.
Best New Artist, Dua Lipa. Like I said,
You were right.
I know, right? She deserved it. She's a fucking beast. Like
Yeah.
she had a monster year.
I said her though. Her
Yeah,
had a
but
big year too.
she had a good year, but Dua
She
Lipa had
performed
a
at the Grammys too.
monster
Well, they
year.
both did. They both.
Monster year. You don't understand.
No, I feel you. She crossed over. It's bigger than it's hard. It's very hard to do.
Um, we did best pop vocal, I believe. Yeah, best pop vocal album.
Best pop.
Album? No.
In the
Yeah,
order.
best pop vocal album. I said Ariana for Sweetener, and you said the same. You followed my lead.
Mm-hmm.
Deserve it. She deserved it for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing to say about that one. Best dance recording. I said Electricity, Dua Lipa, Silk City, and you followed me once again, and you said the same. So that was her first, first year in the Grammys. She won too, so that's pretty dope.
So 3 for you, 2 for me, huh?
Best dance / electronic album. I said Justice Women Worldwide, which won.
Oh wow.
And
Swag.
you said John Hopkins. Come on now. Come on now.
I don't even know.
Best rock performance. I said Arctic Monkeys. You said the same. But Chris Cornell won When Bad Does Good. I did not hear the album, so I can't really say much about it. Ooh. Best rock song. I said St. Vincent Mass Seduction, which won. You said 21 Pilots.
Yeah. So I got 2 still.
Girl, I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about because it's a music thing. That was a fluke.
All right.
Best alternative album. Beck Colors won. We both said Arctic Monkeys. How though? Beck wasn't even that good of an album. I don't get it.
Huh. I don't know. That's weird. Where's Kanye?
No, he actually liked Beck's last album before that, which I like a lot too.
Yeah.
And when comparing that to Colors, it's just like how this whatever.
I don't know, man.
Arctic Monkeys should have won. Or
that was a good album.
I'd have been dope with St. Vincent too.
Yeah, St. Vincent. But no.
Best R&B song. Said LMA. He said the same. And LMA won for Boot Up.
Mm-hmm.
Best Urban Contemporary Album. I said Chloe times Haley. You said the same, and the Carters won.
The Carters.
Oh,
Hove and Beyonce. That's tough.
How? Why? I don't know.
Because of the Migos song. Ape shit.
Best R&B album. Her won, and I said Her. You said
you did. Layla Hathaway. Yep.
You've been talking about Her this whole time, and you finally get a chance to pick Best R&B album. You said it.
I know. I should have picked Her. I feel like I was like jumping between, but then I didn't want to pick the same as you because we kept picking the same shit.
You kept following me. It's a difference. Best rap performance. I was very surprised by this one.
That was the weirdest. So there was a tie.
Tie? I didn't even know you could fucking tie.
Yeah, that was weird. I guess there's only been, they said like 22 or 20 something in history.
I would have ever said, but
well, in the history of ties, most of them are Untitled
and Bubbling. Tied
somehow.
Best rap performance.
And Bubbling wasn't even on the album.
No, it was just Lucy.
Which, like, pissed me off because I wanted more of Bubbling on the album.
Don't get me wrong. I like Bubbling a lot. And I like King's Dead a lot. I just didn't think it would have won over Sicko Mode.
I think Drake kind of got snubbed in that category. I think Sicko Mode or Nice for What were easily like.
I mean, you would have won a Grammy for either one.
Yeah.
But I am happy J Rock got one though, so that's dope.
Yeah, that was tight. That one was untelevised, but
yeah, they awarded
I showed him
pre-show, which it's like to an empty basically.
It was so weird. I watched like, what? That's crazy. You walking up there and there's nobody there, like, but it's real. It's like, that's cool.
All right, and the best rap / song performance, we both said Kendrick Lamar for All the Stars, and This Is America won again,
which made no sense to me. That was where I was like,
there was no singing.
I just don't. I mean, what do you mean?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know how. Why would Childish even get more than one? Like,
how do you win 3 awards with that one song?
With that one song, with a Lucy, he put out a Lucy with the music video and won 4 Grammys. 4 Grammys, fam.
That's crazy.
With Lucy. That's disgusting. He didn't even have to put a project around it.
It's not even that great of a song by itself.
The song isn't. It's like a loop, basically. It's not even like.
It's the video. The video is special. Don't get me wrong. But the song? Come on.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Best rap song. We both said Sicko Mode. God's Plan won, which was my second choice.
Yeah, I would have picked God's Plan, but I really thought Travis had more steam than this.
For sure. He was coming in hot.
Looks like he's deflated after this.
Bro, he
though.
put out his best shit ever, and well, I won't say ever, but arguably his best shit ever,
Yeah.
and he walked away with nothing. That's crazy.
Yeah, but hey, shout out to Drake for winning though. That's crazy. I didn't think that he
I
would
didn't think he
get
was gonna
this one
win
in this
anything,
category.
but
I thought he would get one. I just didn't think it would be the rap song.
best rap album, we both said Cardi B begrudgingly, and Cardi B won. I was not surprised at all. Um,
Yeah, cause yeah, but that's still weird. Even though for all the reasons we said before, it's still weird.
Still weak that it won, but I knew it
But
was gonna
see,
win.
that goes in line with everything else, really. Like, but that's crazy. The Grammys like have no musical.
They don't know what the fuck is going on. This is it. This is period. They don't know
They
what's
need
going
to
on.
just put out like the voting. Like, there has to be some kind of like. I don't know, man. It just seems weird. It just really, I don't know, man. It's the Grammys is weird. They're always behind. They're always trying to catch up. You know, do better next year. Well, but like it's crazy.
Look, it was by far one of the most popular albums to come out last year. Does that mean it's the best rap album? Fuck no.
If Post Malone drops an album this year, he's gonna win a Grammy for it next year.
He dropped the album last year. Didn't win.
Yeah, but he didn't perform last year.
I mean, for this year's Grammy, his album didn't win shit.
Yeah, but he's performing this year.
Yeah, a song off of that album, which
Yeah,
didn't win
but he
shit.
brought the Chili Peppers up there. He gonna come back, man. He gonna come back. I think they like Post. They
They
like
do,
Post.
but like I said, it shouldn't win an award, and it didn't, which is one thing they got right. I'm trying to scroll down and get to the last two that we did. I'm seeing a lot of Casey Musgraves wins. I don't know
Yeah,
how many she walked away with. Maybe like 7. Shit,
really? Thought it was like 3 or 4.
she won 3. I just scrolled by 3 that she had won, and she won 2 earlier.
Hmm. Damn. Casey Musgraves for the win.
Big ones.
That's crazy.
Producer of the year. Okay, for non-classical. Pharrell Williams won. We both said
For
Boy Wonder.
real. I wanted Boy Wonder to win, man.
I don't understand. He had the shit with Cardi B, shit with Drake.
I guess
shit
because the
on
Carters won. They gave see, I told you. The Carter song, the Ape Shit song. I forgot Pharrell produced it when I said that, but that's the song. That's it.
He had lucky. Bro, Boy Wonder should have won that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he should have. He deserved it more. Like Pharrell don't need that Grammy. God's Plan. He did the Lucky You with Joyner and Eminem. Mob Ties. No Limit. The G-Eazy ASAP Rocky. Cardi B. Come on. Are you kidding?
They probably don't even know who he is.
Fam. And he did the Friend song off the Carters.
That's
Boy
what I said.
Wonder
And he
definitely.
on the Carter's album. And the
Oh
Friends
my
song is
God.
honestly probably my favorite song off the entire thing.
That was my favorite song. I think I said that when we was on there. I was like, yeah, Friends is a good song. That's crazy.
Pharrell. He's just a household name.
That's crazy.
All right, and our last category is music video, and of course, predictably, Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. That's the only one that makes
That he
sense.
should have won, no question. No
Like,
question.
that's a no-brainer. Yeah, you should have got that. Like, honestly, if that music video wasn't ever made, it would have been harder to choose. I would have had to give it to Ape Shit or I'm Not Racist.
Ape shit. Yeah.
I had to give it to Ape Shit because they closed the museum.
I like
Nobody
Pink.
does
I like
that.
Pink more than I'm Not Racist, but that's just me.
Yeah, I just think I'm Not Racist had more of an actual music video moment and lasted longer as a music video.
Well, I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, that's, again, just as another predictable year for the Grammys, not knowing what the fuck they are doing.
That's
but,
weird.
Hey, I won again. What can I say?
This
I got 9.
Just saying again.
I won 9.
One time.
I won 9. You won 5. You got 5 right. I got 9.
9. Right. That's crazy. Definitely didn't win no 9.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, actually, you probably got 9.
Yeah, I got 9. We did 20 categories. I got 9.
Nice.
You got 5. But yeah, that's it for our Grammys talk.
Snubs, man. It's them snubs.
You guys let us know about it. What do you think about the ones that won? What do you think of the ones that didn't win? Were you surprised by anything? What were your biggest snubs? Yeah, just let us know in the comments down below. There's a lot to talk about this shit because, again, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But it's the Grammys. What do you expect? Before we get out of here, we are going to talk about what we always do, the latest release music from this week. Pretty slow week, but there are a few items worth note. Dream Theater, who is the metal band, is dropping an album called Distance Over Time. Gary Clark Jr. is supposed to be dropping something called This Land. I'm not entirely sure if that's an album or not, but he's up there. And Lil Pump is supposed to be dropping Harvard Dropout finally, like his debut
Lil Pump.
LP.
Lil Pump. Oh, it's gonna be number 1. It's gonna debut number 1.
Quite possibly. Doesn't take much these days. But
well, you said there's nobody else coming out. Nobody's dropping.
True.
So it's like perfect timing.
Well, Ariana Grande can still be rolling.
And Drake's mixtape is charted.
True. I mean, I'm interested kind of to see it, but I have very low expectations.
For real. But, I mean, he's been putting out those big production singles, so we'll see what he actually does with this project.
I honestly don't think it's smart for him to even drop a project, but whatever.
Nah, it's definitely not smart.
I think
he needs like 2 more singles.
Pretty much get away with not releasing an album.
Yeah.
And be perfectly fine and have a career off of basically just do singles.
Yeah. He's doing a nice little comeback up here on this, like.
Now, if he got just a little bit of a push, but, you know, a lot of shit going on in that.
If Pusha T just tweeted out, yo, Designer got this ill song, blah, blah, blah. That's like literally all he needs is one of them niggas to say something. Like, yo, yeah. Like, but no, instead they act like they don't really know what's going on with him. So
yeah, it's a fucked up situation.
And he's on the but at least Designer's standing up for himself now, saying like, nah, fuck Kanye. You know, Kanye's crazy. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that because Kanye for sure is off the deep end. That whole camp is just a bit crazy right now, but
it's in turmoil.
But 2 Chainz is coming out with something soon, so I'm definitely pumped for that shit.
Yes. Oh, I heard LeBron was involved. 2 Chainz album's supposed to be what's it called? Something to do with the like Trap or Go to the League. And I think LeBron is doing some kind of like EP and behind it or something. Like 2 Chainz basically having him help with the project. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
I always like what 2 Chainz does, so I'm there for it.
I'm just hoping that's more of like there might be some cool video elements too involved, and like maybe some
could be some intros, some interludes, some shit like that.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But yeah, that is it for this week's podcast of Music Files. Today's date once again is February 20th, 2018. If you have any questions, comments, topic suggestions about this show, past shows, or any of our future shows, you can let us know in the comments down below wherever you listen to this or where this goes up. You can also email us at podcast@livinglifefearless.co or go to livinglifefearless.co/podcast and fill out the form there. We will get the best stuff and quite possibly can make one of our future shows, or and we might shout you out. But if you like any of the gear that we rock in the videos, as you can see, the beanie he got over there, new ones, got the hat, the shirt, you can also head over to the site and grab some for yourself. It's hot fire, so definitely support us if you enjoy these podcasts and these videos and everything else that we put out there. We will be back shortly. Yeah, we'll be back shortly for more podcasts. So definitely check out and stay tuned for that. But until then, do what, Darius?
Keep living life fearless, y'all. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks for checking us out. We'll be back. Peace.
This is the vintage too, by the way.